Oh, would you look at that? Hello, everybody. Thank you for clicking on my channel. I'm Dami. I hope you're doing all right. Oh, it's October, right? It's October when I'm recording this. It's October the 2nd. And I've never really understood the fall, Halloween, cozy, spooky reads. I've never really understood that. I don't understand it a lot. Oh my goodness. But I will say, I said before on the record, I'm not really a mood reader. Only because I'm not really sure what that means, like definition wise. However, I will say I am in the mood for no, I take that back. I read a thriller called Monday's Not Coming, and that book made me feel very uneasy. You probably might have seen the vlog already. I made a little vlog about it, and it made me feel very uneasy. And I was kind of scared to read like thrillers and everything, which caught me off guard because I really do enjoy to read about like things that could be happening down the street and everything. And it was just very, this kid goes missing, her best friend's looking for her, and they find out that like she's been in a refrigerator for like 2 years, and then there's a bit of like a time warp where her parents are like, okay, but you already knew this, like why do you keep reliving that time? It's been years since that happened. It's very, very, like the book starts off with this friend, Claudia, who's 14, looking for Monday, and then ends with her being 16, which threw me in for a loop in a good and a bad way. Anyway, so here I have some books that I want to read before the year runs out. So anything can happen, my schedule could change, I probably will not get to all of this, but these are books I'm currently excited to read, and they're all thriller, fantasy-esque. And I will say, fantasy for me, I have to prep myself because I'm like, okay, we're heading into this world, there's going to be a lot of word building, the book is very heavy and it's ridiculous. Anyway, these are the books we have today. So it's gonna be fun to kind of go through them, and some of these you might have seen already, and let's just go right into it. Number 1, Misery, Stephen King. I just love Stephen King, and this book I wanted to read it before. I made a whole like maybe earlier in the year, and I just never really got around to it because I wasn't really in the like, I wasn't really in the Stephen King mood, but I want to get into Misery. You know what Misery is about? This reader kidnaps a favorite author and like forces him to write the sequel to a book, and it's really interesting. And I made sure to get like the original cover from wherever I got it from. So that's number 1. Number 2, Happiness Falls by, can you guys see me perfectly? Let me adjust this. There we go. Happiness Falls. Happiness Falls by Angie Kim. Now this author I have read before. I read Miracle Creek. It's a vlog I have on here. Go check it out. It's amazing. The book was amazing, and this author, so here's the thing. She's a lawyer, and everything she was writing about, I was like, how? I didn't know about this till I finished Miracle Creek, but I was like, how does she know all this? And then I'm like, wait. I read her little thing at the back of the book, and I'm like, oh, makes a lot of sense. She's lived through this. She's a lawyer. She's in like the legal. Makes a lot of sense. So now this book, don't know what it's about. So we're gonna go through that, and this, look at her. She's just so pretty. And she can, okay, what's this book about? Sometimes the answer lies in what's unsaid. When a father goes missing, his family's desperate search leads them to question everything they know about him and one another. A riveting page turner and a deeply moving portrait of a family in crisis. I trust, yeah, okay. We didn't call the police right away. Those are the electric first words of this extraordinary novel about a biracial Korean-American family in Virginia, whose lives are upended when their beloved father and husband goes missing. Maya, the irreverent, hyper-analytic 20-year-old daughter, has an explanation for everything, which is why she isn't initially concerned when her father and younger brother Eugene don't return from a walk in a nearby park. They must have lost their phone or stopped for an errand somewhere. By the time Maya's brother runs through the front door, bloody and alone, it becomes clear that the father in this tight-knit family is missing, and the only witness is Eugene, who has the rare genetic condition, Angelman syndrome, and cannot speak. What follows is both a ticking clock investigation into the whereabouts of a father and an emotionally rich portrait of a family whose most personal secrets just may be at the heart of this disappearance. Full of shocking twists and fascinating questions of love, language, and human connection, Happiness Falls is a mystery, a family drama, and a novel of profound philosophical inquiry. With all the powerful storytelling she brought to her award-winning debut, Miracle Creek. Angie Kim turns the missing person story into something wholly original, creating an indelible tale of a family who must go to remarkable lengths to truly understand one another. Yes, I'm sold. I mean, isn't that clear? I have nothing else to say. I trust it. I just trust it. Now, her other book wasn't really a mystery. Like, no one went missing. It was more like an investigation of like a child that died, and then investigating the mother to see if she actually did it. It's an amazing, amazing book. That's like the book I recommend the most this year, after Before I Let Go. It's spectacular. Okay, we have Children of Blood and Bone. I don't know what it is. I'm scared to read this book. I feel like it might be so amazing that I'm gonna want to get the sequel, and then the sequel might disappoint me. I have no idea. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I don't know. But I'm just so scared. I think it's just me being scared to read fantasies. But this book and Bloodmarked I had talked about in a previous haul, and Bloodmarked was a follow-up to Legendborn, which is an amazing, 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 amazing fantasy read. And then this one is about like magic being taken away from a land and someone's mother dying, and she's trying to like reorganize that. It says at the back, they killed my mother, they took our magic, they tried to bury us, now we rise. I think that kind of sums up what it could really be about. I'm not really going to get back into this because I talked about them before. Now, next is The Wishing Game. I got this from Book of the Month, yes, and I have no idea what it's about. I don't know why I got it. Okay, years ago, Okay, Lucy Hart knows better than anyone what it's like to grow up without parents who loved her. In a childhood marked by neglect and loneliness, Lucy found her solace in books. Didn't we all? Namely, the Clock Island series by Jack Masterson. Now a 26-year-old teacher's aide, Lucy is able to share her love of reading with bright young students, especially 7-year-old orphan Christopher Lamb. Lucy would give anything to adopt Christopher, but even the idea of becoming a family seems like an impossible dream without proper fund and stability. Just when Lucy's about to give up, Jack Masterson announces he's finally written a new book. Even better, he's holding a contest at his home on the real Clock Island, and Lucy is one of the 4 lucky contestants chosen to compete to win the one and only copy. For Lucy, the chance of winning the most sought-after book in the world means everything to her and Christopher, but first she must contend with ruthless book collectors, wily opponents, and the distractingly handsome and grumpy Hugo Reese, the illustrator of the Clock Island books. Meanwhile, Jack, the mastermind Matheson, is plotting the ultimate twist ending that could change all their lives forever. You know what? Okay, I'll be honest with you. When I got the book, I was like, oh, it could be a cute little funsy book. That sounds very, is someone gonna die? Here's the thing, the last book I read, where people were put together in a room together, or put together in a place together or whatever to achieve one goal, they found out that someone needed to die, and it was the Atlas 6. And this book just, I don't trust this cover, because this book looks so whimsical. Who goes on an island for a competition? So what I'm hearing is a rich, probably white, but let's just say a rich author brings his best fans on his island to compete for a book. Doesn't that just sound and look like every other reiteration of rich people just doing stuff for funsies? I mean, Squid Game, but who knows? But this sounds really, really fun. I'm actually a lot more excited than I was when I got the book. Okay, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Now, I got the book for 2 reasons. I've seen a lot of people that have read Blake Crouch really recommend this book amongst other books. And also, I realized I don't really read a lot of male authors aside Stephen King, and I wanted to change that, and I wanted to read more, you know, just spread my wings and just kind of see what it's about. So I know nothing about Blake Crouch. I think I know that he's like a very intentional author, and let's see what this book is about. Are you happy with your life? Those are the last words Jason Destin hears before the masked abductor knocks him unconscious, before he awakens to find himself strapped to a gurney, surrounded by strangers in hazmat suits. Before a man Jason's never met smiles down at him and says, "Welcome back, my friend." In this world he's woken up to, Jason's life is not the one he knows. His wife is not his wife, his son was never born, and Jason is not an ordinary college physics professor, but a celebrated genius who has achieved something remarkable, something impossible. Is it this life or the others has to dream? And even if the home he remembers is real, how can Jason possibly make it back to the family he loves? The answers lie in a journey more wondrous and horrifying than anything he could have imagined. one that will force him to confront the darkest parts of himself, even as he battles the terrifying, seemingly unbeatable foe. From the author of the best-selling Wayward Pines trilogy, Dark Matter. Dark Matter is a brilliantly plotted tale that is at once sweeping and intimate, mind-bendingly strange, and profoundly human. A relentlessly surprising science fiction thriller about choices, path taking, and how far we will go to claim the lives we dream of. Interesting. A relentlessly surprising science fiction thriller about choices, paths not taking, and how far we will go to claim the lives we dream of. That sounds really fun. I also got this because it's science fiction, and I want to try to start reading a lot more science fiction. Wow. It sounds like a stressful book, but like at the same time, like I feel like you're gonna have to do a lot to kind of understand. And oh, this sounds pretty cool. Okay, and it also almost feels like it's Black Mirror coded in a way. For everyone who has wondered what their life might look like at the end of the road not taken. Oh, okay. Okay, now the last two books I got from a random, what's it called? A random bookstore that I went to, like a book thrift store-ish, that I went to one day when I was hungry. Why would I go to a bookstore when I'm hungry? I don't know. But one is called Written in Blood. It's a detective novel. What did it say? Okay. By Carolyn Graham. Yes. Okay. The withdrawn and mysterious Gerald is dead just hours after the members of Midsummer Worthy Writers Circle have tucked themselves into bed. Summoned to the impeccable village, Barnaby and his bloodman and sidekick, Sergeant Troy, delve into the strained passions intertwining this eccentric group of amateur writers, and discovers that the serenity of Midsummer Weekly is barely a facade. Again, a group of people with some sort of goal or ambition or like fan nest together in one place. It's like a recipe for disaster. Also sounds really good. Very short, I would say. Very short description, but okay. Ready. Last one, which I'm sort of excited for, but I'm not sure. Where the Dreams Descended by Janella Angelis. I hope I said that right. Janella Angels, maybe. Really fun cover. Okay. In a city covered in ice and ruin, a group of magicians face off in a daring game of magical feats to find the next headliner of the conquering circus. Fame and glory await the winner, but no contestant is safe when an unseen danger begins striking behind the scenes. Accidents, injuries, missing magicians. Though each act grows riskier, the show must go on, and the three entangled within the dark hearts of it will do whatever it takes to keep their secrets from rising to the surface. The star, Kalia, a powerful showgirl, out to prove she's the best no matter the cost. The master, Jack, the enigmatic keeper of the club, and more than one lie told. The magician, DeMarco, the brooding judge, haunted by a past he can no longer hide. Little do they know, on a stage where love lies and illusions collide, nothing ever escapes the spotlight, especially in a game with no way out. Do I say it again? When you put people together in a compromising position where they have one goal and they're fans of something, it's a recipe for disaster that I don't hate. So I will say I wasn't as excited to read these books, but I kind of told myself I don't want to buy a lot of books until I'm done reading the book that I have to read. But Where Dreams Descend, Written in Blood, The Wishing Game, Happiness Falls, and Blood Marked. I am excited to read those. And then Dark Matter, I don't know why my vocabulary is very stunned today. Dark Matter, Children of Blood and Bone, and Misery is a half and half. I'm excited to read everything, but I think you could just tell, I guess this is what a mood reader is, because it kind of just depends on how I will feel. But hey, all in all, this is everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm excited. This all sound good anyway. And it's only October. We'll see how much. I will say though, I am in a mood for like a fluffy romance. I want to feel held. at least by a book or a fictional man. I don't know. But this is exciting. This is exciting. Wow. Anyway, that's it. That's the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've read any of these books or have any recommendations from any of these authors, like Blake Crouch, for example, if you've read any of his books and have a recommendation, let me know, because I don't really know much about him. And I would kind of want like good vetted recommendations of people that have read his books. But thank you so much for watching. I've been Dami. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to check out any of my other videos or vlogs. I do vlog when I am reading a book and kind of want to give like a raw expression. I will say, y'all, because I have, what is it, 1, 2, 3, like 3 book of the month picks here, and I've been doing like a long, like a poll or a scoreboard. I read a book, and you guys will see the vlog. It made me feel so off, and I remember that's a book I had to just DNF. I couldn't do it, and then I had to read like a Kennedy Ryan novel afterwards to kind of like just up my feeling. Goodness gracious. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, share, do all the fun stuff, comment, let me know. Again, recommend a Blake Crouch novel if you've read him before. And I appreciate you guys for watching. See you the next time I'm talking about a book I love, a book I want to read, or just, I don't know, whatever it is. Bye-bye.